So, this is another post on the whole dinner issue. And as we can see here, the guy went on a date. He took her to dinner, and then the date ended with nothing happening. And then the guy lost interest afterwards. And then she's sitting here feeling upset because she feels like, oh, he just wanted sex out of this and he didn't get it, so now he doesn't care about me, and so the whole thing crashed and burned. What a lot of people miss with this is the fact that it's not taking the girl out to dinner that's causing this. It's a deeper issue than that, which is he's leading with trying to be a provider. I can just tell that's what most of these guys who go on these dinner dates and fail. It's not because of the dinner, it's because they're leading as being a provider. So this is a problem that I still see that's super rampant. And I just have to say, stop leading as being a provider. It's super counterproductive unless you want a girl to like you in a very fake, superficial way and do everything she can to pretend that she likes you just so you'll keep following the breadcrumbs and giving her that providership. Then you have to learn how to become a lover of women. You have to learn how to flirt, but also how to connect. Be sensual. Don't be afraid to touch them when they're giving you signals to do so. Make moves, kiss them, invite them home. And you have to move fast also. When you move slow and you talk about your accomplishments and you display all the wealth that you have. Like with my clients who have a lot of money, I tell them to hide it. I had one client literally pick an apartment because he had a really, really nice place. I had him get an apartment that was just normal and regular. And it wasn't to deceive, it's just because the problem is we don't want any preconceived notions to ruin things. In the beginning, it's very fragile. So someone can come to the incorrect conclusions and cause things to be totally messed up. So a girl who otherwise would have seen him as a great person to connect with and become a lover of, now she starts getting the providership ideas because it's introduced early on without getting to really see a full display of his seduction abilities and how good he is as a person to become the well-rounded man for her. So I know it's tempting. I understand as a high achieving, high value man, you've worked so hard to build up your wealth. So you want to use that wealth to shortcut dating, which is extremely painful, can be an extremely painful process. But the thing you have to understand is one of the most surefire aspects of life that occurs across many domains. You've heard this in science, you've heard it in economics. There's no such thing as a free lunch. There's no such thing as a free lunch in dating, and there's no such thing as a free lunch in the economy and in biology. What happens when you take a powerful drug? It has the intended effect, but what else does it do? It likely has side effects as well. So this is the same philosophy that applies when you try to lead with being a provider. And what happens is, and look, I don't know, maybe this girl was an attention seeker and he could have taken her out on coffee or even done a straight to the house date, and she just never intended on doing anything. That happens. But we never know until we do our part. So that's why I'm such an advocate of having the skill part of dating down. So that way, once you know you've done your part, it takes two to tango. The whole PUA, oh, you could make it work with any and every girl. Technically, yes. There's a formula for each girl to make things work with, but you're going to have to eat a lot of shit with certain girls to make things happen. So we want to do our part so then we can chalk it up to, okay, is it the girl or is it me? And you have to be in this space where you're trying to connect with her and become the girl's lover and avoid providership. You can become a provider later on. Look, let me get that out of the way. There's nothing wrong with being a provider for a woman. It's a part of that masculine to feminine relationship. You just have to make sure that you lead with being a lover first, because that's the best place to be in. Like, I don't know about you, but I want my woman to have genuine burning desire for me. Those are the most fun type of relationships, not being a provider. And the problem, again, too, with being a provider, another issue is a woman's she's not going to respect you for doing that. This is what goes through their mind. I have a good female friend who she's an upper echelon woman, like top tier quality. And the stories that I hear about like guys trying to be a provider for her are insane. And they're just trying to shortcut the dating process. And so what happens with what these women feel like is they feel a little bit insulted. They think, oh, you can just buy my affection. And so because of that, they're gonna likely the good ones, they're just gonna accept the providership and probably just move on pretty quickly. The ones who have like a good heart and a good mind about them. But the ones who might be a little bit more on the savage side, they're going to tool you for this. And they're going to try to dangle the carrot and continue to get you to provide for them because they feel it as an insult that, hey, like, you think you can just skip the mating dance and be a provider. So in conclusion, the moral of the story is do whatever you can to just stop being a provider. Even if you're struggling to become a lover, just at the very least, just stop. Get it out of your mind that you want to lead with money, because it can be very tempting, but it's just going to yield situations like this pretty much every single time. So when you get out of that stance, that belief, what's going to happen is you're going to have a mindset shift, and things are going to you'll naturally start doing the right things by process of elimination, because you've taken money out of the equation and now you have a clearer path ahead. All right. Yeah, I just hope that was helpful. I just wanted to address this because it's just something that I still see going around, especially guys, still blaming the dinner when it's a deeper issue than just the venue that you're taking the girl